Welcome, everybody. It's Mitch and Arena here, and we have a special guest. Welcome, Franco from Workm8 Consulting.
Nice to meet you. Nice to be here.
Yeah, awesome. We're stoked to have you on. We recently did a little episode on SimPro, and today we're going to talk about ServiceM8.
I'm a big fan of ServiceM8. I always say that ServiceM8 is the pretty one. ServiceM8 to me is the Apple and SimPro is the PC.
Hello, I'm a Mac.
And I'm a PC.
ServiceM8 doesn't have all the tricks, bells and whistles, like all the customization to the level that SimPro has, but it does things really well and it's sexy as fuck.
Hi, I'm a Mac home movie.
What's up? PC home movie.
ServiceMate really is a jack of all trades type of product. It's a job management system. If you're the type of business that wants to do really complex projects, you've got multiple subbies and you need to set up project budgets and cost centers, you got to look elsewhere. But if you're the type of business which is like the jobs are jobs, they're not complex projects that last months or years, then ServiceMate's maybe a good fit for you.
What is it that you offer?
The vast majority of people that come to me would be businesses that are already on ServiceMate and they know that they're not getting the most out of it. And the other type of business that we deal a lot with are people who are just brand new to the platform. They just don't know whether or not ServiceMate's a good fit for them to start with. The other thing that we do, and this is always like the bread and butter of our service, is forms, actually. So a business, they come to us because they're looking to digitize one of their paper-based forms, or they've been using a form which is pretty average.
What sort of forms are we talking about? Like some examples?
One of the most popular questions we get around forms is SWIMs, safe work method statements. For certain types of SWIMs, and especially JSAs, ServiceMate's great. But for other types of SWIMs, that's more of a process. Some of those SWIMs require, multiple sign-offs, like throughout the week. ServiceMate forms are really like a one-stop. You start the form, you finish the form. And the other type of form that's really common is inspection or service check result forms. Those types of forms are usually used to help reinforce the brand and the image of a business.
Do you think it would make invoicing easier having those forms in place as well if you have step-by-step details over the job?
If you can make it easy for your customers to understand what it is that you did, they're going to pay the bill. But if they're trying to read an email with a few photos attached to it, they're trying to interpret what you did, they might start asking questions. So if you can get a form that actually basically covers off all the bases in a really slick way, yeah, of course. One of the most popular forms that we provide is called the plumbing inspection report. After the job was done or before the job was done, they'd offer the customer a quick walk around the property or the site and try and identify potential areas that might need attention. When they go to send the invoice for the job that they were there, by the way, here are all the other areas that we spotted which might require your attention. If you do want our help, come back to us and we'll sort them out.
It's an upsell, but it's also like ensuring the safety of the home, right?
Favorite feature?
Back in 2020, ServiceMate released ServiceMate Phone. That was just game-changing.
For Beckham, it's a red card for David Beckham.
ServiceMate Phone is a voice over IP. It'll record the phone call, it'll transcribe them. If a customer rings up and you forget 50% of what they might have told you over the phone, you go back into the job and you can see and listen to that phone call all over again. This year, they've released two really cool features. One is proposals. Businesses are able to create these really cool proposals. I'm doing a bathroom renovation, for example. Do you want these taps or those taps? Do you want this finish or do you want that finish? And as the customer selects their options, it changes the price of the quote. And the other feature, of course, like every other technology platform out there, what's the big thing? AI.
There's no way my luck is that bad. Oh, hell no.
It'll basically write emails for you if you want it to. You can just click auto write and it'll actually write an email for you based on this customer and all the job notes you have in the job, right through to auto quoting and auto invoicing.
What do you think about job costing?
I would say use ServiceMate's job costing as a way to get a really good grasp on whether or not a job's been profitable, but rely on your accounting software to actually get the truth of it.
We talked about your favorite features. What annoys you more than anything about it?
The whole Android thing, if we could have an Android client on ServiceMate, that would be gold, right?
It might not double the user pool, but it has the potential to increase it by 30 to 40%.
Yeah, that's got to be the number one gripe.
But it comes with a free Frogut.
That's good.
The Frogut is also cursed.
That's bad.
It's a couple of other little things, like tasks works well on the iPhone, but on the desktop dispatch board, it's basically broken. And so for new businesses coming in, I always tell them, don't use tasks at this stage because you cannot modify it. You cannot change the name, the due date, whoever it's assigned to. You can't do anything with it. All you can do is mark it up as complete.
I think something to be really mindful of is when we talk about the negatives, it doesn't actually mean that it's not a good piece of software. Like all in all, ServiceM8 does a fantastic job at exactly what it's meant to do.
Like any software out there, any platform, like it's built in a certain way and it either can do this job really well or it cannot. We deal with businesses where a lot of their workflow is quite manual. They're still dealing with paper, they're still dealing with spreadsheets, they're still dealing with email and calendar appointments, and it's all quite manual. And by the time we've finished with businesses like that and everything's been brought into ServiceM8, those time savings are huge when compared to where they started off on their journey.
I think I like ServiceM8 a little bit more now. I can't decide between the both. I really just think it depends on your business. I really like the reporting side of SimPro, but I do like how simple ServiceM8 is.
ServiceM8's a fantastic product. I love it. I'm obviously enthusiastic about it, but I'm also aware of its limitations. And I think for most businesses, if you're not sure whether or not ServiceM8's a good fit for you, it sometimes helps to talk with somebody that's willing to tell you straight up, yeah, this will be a good fit for you, or no, it's not.
Check, please.
If people want to find out if it is a good fit and want to get your help, or they want to get a little bit more out of their current subscription with ServiceM8, how can they find you?
You can head over to our website, Workm8Consulting.com, or you can go into the ServiceM8 partner directory, just look for Workm8, or you can ask Mitch.